Review hearings again, review hearings.
May I have your attention, please, all rise. The Lawrence County Municipal Court is now in session. The Honorable Donald R. Capper presiding. All those having business before the court draw near, and you shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today is April 25th. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. I'm Judge Capper. We have quite a few reviews to do for people who are under court orders to accomplish things, and this is a test to see how that's going. Your name's going to be called. Come up when your name is called. If you're out in the lobby, you don't come in when your name's called. You're going to wait till the end of the docket. So go ahead and call the reviews.
Ethan R. Anderson, Chad Bickett, Jessica Christian, Joseph B. Coldiron, Haley Early, Mandy Jo Hall, Trevor Hodge, Misty Hunt. To the table to your right.
All right, Ethan Anderson, 24706. So, Ethan Anderson. Are you surprised that he's here? He left the counseling center and he went to Shawnee and he left there also. Okay. Or he didn't leave. He was taken out of the counseling center, went to Shawnee by Iron Municipal. I had a call from John Kincaid this morning. He left Shawnee, so bench warrant should issue for him for failure to appear and for leaving counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Chad Bickett.
On the screen, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. Chad Bickett is appearing by teleconference. You paid your fines off. You got community service left to do.
Yes. So I think I actually called a couple of days ago. I wanted to make sure that I could continue it. Because I've been between you and the CDL. Next week I'll actually take possession of the CDL. And after that I can start working like a better job than what I'm working right now. But between work and different things, it's been a little bit hard because they go to school too. So with everything impacts, so I wanted to see the workforce to put me on to a certification, and they said that I could maybe work for them on the weekends, and it'll be a lot easier for me to do it after I got the CDL thing going away. But the only other thing I can think of, I volunteer at a meeting on Wednesday nights at the church mission is the church where we do AA meetings. I don't know if that would count, I didn't really count that because that's something I just do anyway, you know, I mean, it's like.
Are you still living in Huntington?
No.
Where do you live?
It's a part of the that's pretty much where I've been staying for the last years, Parkersburg, so.
What's your current address in Parkersburg?
3110 Tone Street, Apartment A, Parkersburg, West Virginia.
And what was the other thing you mentioned, a soup kitchen?
When I was going through the workforce, because I'm in CEO school right now for the institute.
Just tell me where the soup kitchen is, sir.
Oh, it's Salvation Army.
Okay, that would be acceptable. Salvation Army is fine. They just you need something from them on their letterhead saying the hours that you've worked, and that would be acceptable. Okay, I will set you up for another review hearing.
Okay.
It's going to be a Monday or Friday. Which is better for you with your work schedule?
Really probably Friday if you need to.
Okay? May 30th is your next hearing.
Okay.
If you're making progress, you can appear by teleconference. If you haven't done anything, then you need to be here in person. May 30th. Once you finish this, you can quit worrying about these hearings. 9 o'clock, May 30th.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Jessica Christian. Jessica Christian, 22-2505, 19-255, 18-3566. Jessica Christian's been called for, has not appeared. So it'll be a warrant for failure to appear. Joseph Colburn. Joseph Colburn is 24-480. Has done quite a bit, but hasn't finished, so he's not up here, so it'll be a bench warrant. Haley Early is here, 24-80. And you did a screen, that's negative, very good. Okay, you've got your community service still left to do, and you did make a payment on your funds today.
Your Honor, if I may, she came and spoke to me yesterday about doing it at the Lawrence County Animal Shelter.
Okay, that'll work. How are things going?
Good.
And she's working with ODP, or?
She is still. I spoke with her counselor this morning. She said that she knows Haley's doing well and she's sober, but there has just been some scheduling issues since she got full custody of her kids back and she's working and everything. But other than that, everything is good. So.
Okay, how are your kids?
They're good.
And your grandmother?
Good.
Okay. I'll go into June for your next hearing. Your work schedule, does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays?
No, because I work 10 to 2 Monday through Friday anyways.
Okay. I'll make it June the 9th. It's the first, that's the second Monday in June. June the 9th, your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good job. Mandy Jo Hall, 24116. She's at Lawrence County Recovery. Good screens, working, meeting all your requirements. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've already paid your fines off. I'm going to set you a couple months out and maybe we'll finish you up then. With your job, does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays for your hearings?
Fridays.
Fridays are better?
Yep.
June 27th. Okay, good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
9 o'clock, June 27th.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Trevor Hodge, 2378 and 79. He's at Bethesda.
Your Honor, he's compliant with all services. That's a lengthy.
Okay.
He's working at McGinnis and is working with his counselor, so he's still got some things to do.
All right. Very good. And you suppose on your fines and court costs, do you have a payment on that?
I do, yes, sir.
How much are you going to pay?
I'm going to pay $20 today.
Okay. Continue with your treatment. Okay. At McGinnis, what's better for your schedule to come back?
Fridays, Your Honor.
June 6th. That's the first Friday in June. See the clerk and make your payment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Continue with your counsel. Misty Hunt, 2088. She's at Bethesda also.
She's working and recently transitioned to her own apartment. She's still monitored through Common Pleas. She's
Okay.
continuing outpatient with us.
All right, very good.
Your Honor, if I may, she just turned in 6 hours community service also. I had a note that she was ordered to do some community service before the next hearing, she just turned in.
All right, good.
I did also try to call to do it here, but the road was flooded and shut down. I left a message.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you've got, and I guess I should announce that for everyone, May 3rd, if you come to community service then, here at the court, you'll get double credit, because it's a township cleanup day, we're going to give double credit for working that day. And if you've already got your community service done, if you come in and work, you get $100 credit for your fine.
Okay.
So you'll have, at this point, you would get some fine and some community service, 'cause I think you owe 9 hours now.
Of community service, yeah.
Okay, your next hearing, did you say Mondays or Fridays?
Fridays works better for me.
Okay, June 13th. If you get it finished by then, well, okay, I think you still should show up. June 13th, 9 o'clock.
That works
Your
for me.
Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Michael Miller, Sade Michael, Shane Ortiz, Carla Parsons, Christopher Roadcat, Alexis Smith, Savannah Spurlock, Richard L. Taylor Jr., Randy Woods, Sean Woods.
Michael Miller is 242113. Michael Miller. Okay, do you have a report for me on your counseling?
Yes, I do, right here.
Okay. Okay, now you have your hand. I've got 2 community service sheets, one from Health Recovery Services, that's where you're going for treatment, isn't it?
Yes,
And one from Galapagos Municipal Court.
yes.
Okay, I'm going to accept the one from Galapagos Municipal Court, I'm not going to accept the one from where you're going to get.
Okay.
I'll accept the counseling report, so you can take a look at that and
Yes.
add the hours up. You did make a payment payment on your fines today?
I did as of yesterday.
Okay, well, it got credited today. You must have paid it online.
Yeah, I paid it online.
It takes a day to,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, because of, this was, with you having prior conviction, so if you remember, you gotta finish everything before you not get the jail time. I sentenced you to jail, they held off you going until we see if you finish everything. So you gotta finish your fines, your community service, and your treatment before you're out of the woods and not going to jail. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you're gonna come back every month until we decide.
All right.
Okay, I'll set it for May 27th. That'll be a Tuesday. 9 o'clock, May 27th.
All right.
Okay, you understand what you need to do?
Yes. Do you need anything else from me as of right now? Or?
You're free to go.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, Sade Michael, 24-1460. Community service is done. You actually did some extra toward your fine and got a report from ODP. It says you're compliant and your screens are good, so good job on that. You made a payment earlier this month, correct?
Yes, and I'll pay some more this evening as well.
Okay.
And I plan on coming to community service and continue paying until I have it paid off. I just paid my reinstatement fee for my license and stuff, so.
All right, good job. I know, it's a lot, but it's supposed to be a lot.
It was $475.
One of the other person said, well, it's really hard to do this. Like, well, it's not as hard as going to jail. So, it's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy.
It's been very hard and humbling.
Okay, I'll set your next hearing for, this is a newer case, I'm going to set it for June 16th. That's a Monday.
Okay.
Gives you some time out. Once you get this finished, you can quit coming.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, June 16th, 9 o'clock. Shane Ortiz, 25267. Mr. Ortiz is here. And you should have a report from ARC.
Your Honor, so I wasn't able to enroll in ARC. With my insurance, they stated that it would be $300 per session and $300 per drug screen. And they advised me to enroll into Pathways program.
So you went to Pathways?
Yes, Your Honor. The earliest appointment that they had available was April the 7th. I have completed the 2 initial assessments, and now I'm in outpatient group therapy.
Okay. What I want you to do, I'm not deciding if I'm going to accept this, I want you to go do a urine screen. Go do a urine screen for me, and then we'll come back after we get the results and decide how to go forward.
Yes, Your Honor.
Carla Parsons. Carla Parsons, out here. 154712, 15995. The warrant issued for failure to appear. Christopher Roadcat. $21,1172 and $23,646.
Your Honor, if I may, I have a note. Mr. Roadcat was ordered on 3/21 to be here on 3/29 for community service, and he was not here.
What say you, Mr. Roadcat?
I've been working pretty much every day.
Okay, that's insufficient excuse. I'm placing you in custody. Alexis Smith. Alexis Smith, 193668. Yes. This is an OVP. Thank you. So you're compliant and about to complete on April 28th, and are going to go to hometown then for some follow-up, right? I agree with that plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, I'm assuming you're not working now then, so I'm not going to ask you to pay any of your fines or costs. You still have community service to do. You should be available then to get out here on May the 3rd.
Yeah, I'll be right here and going to
That'll get you 2
hometown.
days credit for community service that day. Be here at 7:30 a.m. And I'll set you about a month out. Let's look and see, probably May 27th. Yep, May 27th is going to be your next hearing at 9 o'clock. You're on the right track now, I think, so just keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, and you said May 27th?
That's your review hearing.
Yeah, that's your
9 o'clock.
hearing, and that's a day you can get double credit.
May
for
3rd is when you
community
can get double
service.
credit.
Okay, at 7:30, Your Honor.
7:30 on May 3rd.
All right, thank
9
you.
a.m. on May 27th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Savannah Spurlock, 24,495. Community service is finished, and you did some extra toward your fines.
Yep, I'm still planning on doing that to finish up my fines.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works. Okay, this is a newer case, so I'm going to go into June. You should be finished. If you do finish up,
Yep.
let me make sure there's
Almost
nothing
done.
I'm missing here. No. If you finish up, you don't have to come back.
I know, I'm almost done.
You can still come back and visit. This is,
No thanks. I'm
it's
good.
open to, you. Unlike some countries, they have, court is in private, you can't go watch. Even in England, where our system, one time they had what they called star chamber, where they could just drag you into court. No one saw you, no one got to saw what the proceedings were, and the court would just make an order, okay? Our courts are public. In fact, this court is on YouTube, so you can watch this on YouTube, or you can come in person, anytime you want to come watch.
I'm good.
Okay, just letting you know. June 16th, if you get it finished by then, you don't have to be here. 9 o'clock, June 16th. Richard Taylor Jr.,
Thank you.
you're up 24,469. You just have to pay off your fines. Do you have a payment today?
No, to pay it off in May.
Okay, well, you can come, you owe $226. If you come on May the 3rd, they'll give you $100 credit for
Okay.
doing community service that day.
Okay.
All right, I'll set your next hearing in June, because this is a newer case. So we'll make it June 16th. That gives you plenty of time. Get it done by June 16th, you don't have to be here. You can work it off or pay it off or combination. Normally, you get $50 a day credit for every day of community service you do, but on May 3rd, you'll get $100 credit because we're giving double credit.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay, June 16th, 9 o'clock is your next hearing.
Can I ask just another question?
Yes, sir?
Now, I know the restraining order that I have, and
Says no contact order from Carmi McGuffin.
that's just on me, right?
Yes.
Well, every time my wife and the two boys go to the park up there, his girlfriend comes out and harasses my wife over it. Says she's not allowed there.
If she thinks it's a criminal, if it's something criminal, contact the local police and tell them, you know, it could be menacing or something like that if there's threats involved. But you're the only one ordered to stay away.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Brandy Woods. Brandy Woods is here, 06222 24301. Okay, I'll accept this, and I'm going to give it back to you.
She was my only parent, Your Honor. And I have 4 children. She always would help me with them, and when I went to check on her that day, she was found deceased.
Well, I'm sorry for that. Now, one thing, are you still going to Marshall?
Yeah.
Okay, did you bring me anything on that?
No.
Okay, next time you need to bring me a report so that you are still going there, okay? And you've got community service to do too, in Constable. And you're,
I paid on it.
I saw you wrote down that May 3rd date, so. Can you thank me
I'm
today?
sorry, I've been trying to, I have no clue what I'm doing, like with her stuff. I'm clueless. It's just
Okay.
been hard, I'm sorry.
I understand. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. When
Can
can I
you
come
pay
back?
anything today on your phone?
I paid $100 and some last month. I'm trying.
Well, that was February 27th, so it's been more than a month. It
I
may
promise
seem
I'll
like
be-
it was a month, but it was more than that.
I'm sorry. I'll try to pay on it.
Okay, just.
I'm gonna keep doing community service though, and I've talked
Make
to
an effort.
him.
Here's the thing. If people, I can fill the jail up with people that don't make an effort. Make an effort and you're not gonna go to jail. Don't make an effort, I gotta put you in jail. That's the only thing I can do. Okay? Take care of it. All right, this is an old case, so we gotta get it done.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna set your next hearing for May 27th. 9 o'clock, May 27th.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Sean Woods is 23-811. Okay, you've done 3 days of community service since your last hearing. Heard what I said about May 3rd.
Yes, sir.
That would finish you up on your community service that day.
I'm paying my fine today, all of it.
Paying off?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's see what else you're supposed to do.
I don't know, you might already have a copy of this where I completed the veterans program.
I do have that. Okay, so that will be sufficient. You pay off your fine, get your community service done, you'll be finished. So I'll set it for June 2nd with the understanding you shouldn't be here because you got everything done.
Correct.
Get it all done, you don't have to show up.
Thank you.
June 2nd, 9 o'clock.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
They will have me call Shane Ortiz.
Okay, do you have a prescription?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you show that, or do you know?
No, he did not, Your Honor.
Do you have a prescription with you?
Not with me, but I can provide one.
Let me look at your report. In the history, it should, if you're taking a prescription, it should say that you have a prescription. I don't see it reported here anywhere that you have a prescription. And the counselor wrote me a letter from Pathways, Larissa Overton, asking for direction on what type of care the court wants.
She wanted to make sure, Your Honor, if the courts was wanting me to do inpatient. She did an assessment herself, saying that she believes an outpatient would be sufficient, but if the court would want me.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send a message back saying that you tested positive for amphetamine here and you did not have a prescription with you, and I'm going to send you back to them, but I want to see you back here in 2 weeks with an explanation. Okay?
Yes,
so
Your Honor.
You're going to have to produce a prescription, I would think, to them and to the court.
I did produce a prescription to them.
They don't mention it in history.
When she printed that out, that was the day I didn't have my prescription on me, so.
Okay, well, you need to get it, and if you don't have, you can go to the pharmacy and get it. You get it from a pharmacy?
Yes, Your Honor.
You should be able to get a copy of it from the pharmacy. Okay, I'm going to set you 2 weeks from today. That's the 9th. Okay, so come back the 9th. Between now and then, I want you to go back to Pathways, discuss this with them, get your prescription, exhibit it to them. I want them to do the assessment. I'm going to tell them what I want done, and then we'll decide how you're going to go forward, and we'll talk about that on May the 9th.
And at 9 a.m., Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, see you May the 9th at 9 a.m.
Thank you. I'm sorry. What information should I bring from Pathways?
Documentation that you've been there and what their recommendations are. And I'll leave this file on my desk. I can send that communication to them afterwards. Okay. I was just telling Bail though. You're free to go, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anyone in the lobby that has a new case or had a warrant on an old case they want to resolve needs to come in the courtroom now.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I haven't called any individual cases yet. So this is just instructions to everybody. You should have saw a video before court. You may not have seen it that explains your rights. I'm going to go over your rights again. As defendants, everyone has a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything when you're called upon. If you do say something, what we say here is all being recorded. So anything you say is on the record. If you admit something about your case, the prosecutor thinks will help their case, they can use that. You have a right to have an attorney and talk to an attorney. What you say to an attorney can't be used against you. So if you have questions, if you're not sure what to do, you should talk to a lawyer about it. And if you want a lawyer appointed, I have to ask you about your financial circumstances. Not everybody's entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. You have to meet certain guidelines to get a lawyer appointed. You have a right to bail. You have a right to make the state of Ohio prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a guilty plea or a no contest plea, you're waiving those rights I just explained. You should not do that under these circumstances. One, if you want a trial, don't enter a guilty plea or no contest plea. If you want to talk to a lawyer, enter a not guilty plea. If you don't know what to do, if you're confused, if you don't understand the proceedings, any of those reasons, not guilty is your best plea you can enter. preserves all of your rights. Now, when your name's going to get called, come up to the table to your right, stand there, and I'll go over the charges with you. And then, if it's a misdemeanor, I'm going to ask you for a plea at some point. Call the arraignments.
State of Ohio versus Robert D. Fox, case number CRA 25-100.
Hey, y'all got to keep it down out there.
This is Mr. DeLauder's case.
It is, Your Honor. We would waive formal reading of the complaint. This is an incident that allegedly happened back last November. We'd waive any defects in the time and manner of service today. Ask you to set it for a preliminary hearing.
Do you have a preference for a date on that?
Either this coming Monday or the following Monday. I'll be here on both of those days.
Said the following Monday would be good for me.
What, following? Could I do it on May 5th, Judge? Mr. Fox has to work on the
Yes.
28th.
At the finished request, case is set for May 5th for preliminary hearing,
Yes, sir.
10 o'clock. Is there any kind of bond posted on this?
He did. He posted a bond this hours.
Yeah, we must go to the courthouse.
He posted his bond himself through the court.
Okay, so were you arrested or summoned to come in?
No, I was arrested here come yesterday for community service. And,
Got arrested?
yeah,
Okay, so you got one of the things we're going to start doing more is checking on fingerprinting. You were fingerprinted when you got arrested, right?
definitely was,
Okay.
definitely was.
All right, so bond is continued, as posted. And come back on May the 5th at 10 o'clock for the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
State of Ohio versus Aaron D. Fraley, case number TRC 27-9.
Sir, you Aaron D., is it D or T?
D.
D. Fraley.
Yes.
Mr. Fraley, it's alleged that on April the 20th at 2:23 a.m. in Fayette Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol. State's alleging that you took a breath test and tested 19 on the breath test. State's also alleging that you've got a prior conviction for some sort of substance use related driving offense. So that raises the possible penalties when it's a second offense. On a second offense, the maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,625 fine, 5-year license suspension. That's the most that can happen. The minimum penalty on a second offense is 10 days in jail, $525 fine, and a 1-year license suspension. And it looks like that's the only charge you have. Do you understand the charge against you?
Yes.
And you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
I'm looking for one.
You're going to hire your own? How much time do you think you need? Let me tell you when I probably would set it, any of that. We're probably looking at May the 9th or after. So do you have a preference as to a date to come back?
No.
You work, sir?
Not right now.
Okay. Let's do May the 12th, that's a Monday. May the 12th, there's a form there for you, write that down. May the 12th will be what's called a pre-trial conference, that'll be at 10 o'clock. And putting down to hire a lawyer. Since you showed up, were you just cited in the court or did you go to the jail? Were you ever at the jail or did you get released?
They let me go.
Okay. I have to order you to go to the jail and get fingerprinted, so I'm going to order that before you come back to court. You appear at the Lawrence County Jail, which is across from the courthouse. in Ironton to be fingerprinted. I'll set bond at $2,000. Signature, so owner cognizance is the call. So what that means is you're guaranteeing your own appearance. You're basically signing an IOU. I owe $2,000 if I don't show up. As long as I show up, I won't have to pay the money. So if I'm in court, you won't have to pay the money. If you don't show up, you get a warrant and the order to pay $2,000. So.
Well, that's, get fingerprinted and come back to court, I don't have to pay it, right? Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
It's automatic when you get arrested.
Entry on that.
I'm sorry.
Can I do an entry on that, something to document for the take to the jail?
We can put it in, write it on the bond, or try to make it easy. Well, they should know. They know that anybody that has a charge is supposed to get fingerprinted. Okay. You're going to hire an attorney, so be back May the 12th, unless your lawyer may say, I can't be there May the 12th, and give you a different date. If they give you a different date, you come when the lawyer says to.
Okay, but
I'm entering a not guilty plea for you.
the lawyer would take care of that, not me.
Yeah, they'll contact the court and get it continued to the date when they can appear. Now, you are under a license suspension because of the test
Yeah,
being
they
over.
told me that.
You have any questions, sir? Okay, May 12th, 10 o'clock is your next hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Alexis H. McDonald, case number CRB 25161.
You're Alexis McDonald.
Yes.
Ms. McDonald, it's alleged that in Union Township, March 6th of 2025, you were the keeper or owner of a dog, and actually says dangerous or vicious dog, that you failed to keep physically confined or restrained on your premises. That's a 4th degree misdemeanor, failure to restrain a dog. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to it?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Yes.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I am the manager at Murphy's gas station in South Point.
Are you paid by the hour?
I'm salary.
Okay, I have to determine your gross annual income, so tell me,
I
you
make,
know that, tell me that, or how you're paid monthly, weekly, bi-weekly?
I make, $46,000 a year before commission, probably about $52,000 a year after,
Okay.
give or take.
Unless you've got a bunch of kids, you're not gonna get a court-appointed lawyer.
Definitely have 5 kiddos of my own. I got 5 boys that I raise.
Okay, well, you're eligible then. I'll appoint Mr. Holt.
Am I just,
Yeah, just stay here, we're getting your lawyer. He's here in the building, but he's not in the courtroom, so. Mr. Holt, this is Alexis McDonald, 4th degree misdemeanor dog case. She can sign a signature bond of $1,000. Not guilty plea is entered.
So I have to be set pretty soon, Your Honor.
Unless it's a final order. When do you want to come back?
The next time I'm here is May 19th. I know it's probably too long.
I'm off on
Well,
Mondays.
unless you waive time.
It's an M4, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I'm available anytime on Mondays.
5 days from the date that you were served. If you want to do that, you need to waive time for this period. Your Honor, she's willing to waive time for that, the time period to continue.
Till May 19th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. May 19th will be the next hearing. There will be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. Not guilty pleas and
Wait for me outside. It's gonna be okay.
State of Ohio versus Raymond W. Meredith, case number CRB 25-167.
Sir, are you Raymond Meredith?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Meredith, it's alleged at Union Township, March the 1st, 2025, you caused or created a substantial risk of physical harm to property of Alexis McDonald, and that you did so without her consent. That's a criminal damaging charge that's been filed against you, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Please.
Do you have a job?
No, not right now.
Tyler Smith? I'm going to appoint Tyler Smith to represent you. He is here. Mr. Smith, this is Raymond Meredith. It's a criminal damaging charge.
Okay.
And a not guilty plea for him. He was summoned in, so I have, as a condition of bond, I'll let him sign a signature bond, but further condition that he has to go to jail and get fingerprinted. I'm looking at, for hearings, May the 9th or after, Mr. Smith?
I'm here May the 9th, Your Honor, just keep that down.
May 9th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, the alleged victim in this matter was the defendant in just the last case, the dog case.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how that's going to work out as far as needing it.
How about doing them the same day then? I think we said it May 19th. Are you available then? I didn't know.
Is that it?
I guess my problem is being able to have her as the victim and the defendant at the same time.
You want to have a special prosecutor on one of them?
May have to.
Why don't we wait till the next hearing to decide that?
Okay.
May 19th, is that the date you said?
That's when the other case is set.
We can do that, that's fine, Your Honor.
All right, we'll make it May 19th rather than May 9th. May 19th will be the next hearing at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Keeper C. Wilson, case number CRB 25-162.
Sir, are you Keeper C. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson, it's alleged that at Union Township, March the 9th, 2025, you violated a protection order. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
No. And she's actually here with me. She was wanting to drop the charge.
Is this Brooklyn
Yes.
Badgett? Brooklyn Badgett, are you here? You want to come out and talk to the prosecutor?
What you need to do, because this is going to keep happening, you guys are going to be together, you need to get that protection order terminated. So what I want to do is Your Honor, to please the court, I've spoken with Ms. Badgett, and she got the protection order back in December. It's only been in place for a little while, but I advised her that she needs to get that order dismissed because they are going to be together. Apparently, they even have a child together. So what I'd like to do is move the case out about a month, give her a chance to do that, and then come back and once it's been dismissed. And if there are no further problems between them, then we can dismiss this charge.
Well, one of the things that's troubling about this, what led to the whole thing was the apparent overdose of Mr. Wilson.
I had a seizure, it wasn't an overdose.
Okay. Well, I want you to get assessed. Do you have a medical card?
No.
How do you pay for medical services?
I guess I do. Yeah, I get union insurance.
You have insurance?
Labor's union, yes.
Okay. Is that like Blue Cross or?
Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Can OEP do it?
Or outpatient, we can.
That's fine. I want to at least get him looked at. I don't want to ignore this. The affidavit says he overdosed. So, there's a lot of bad stuff in our community. Fentanyl, that's the main thing that's killing people. So, let's get you looked at, and if there's a problem, well, let's address it. So I want you to talk to Mr. Mintz from OVP. I'm going to make that a condition of your bond. I'll let you sign a $1,000 signature bond, require that you get assessed at OVP.
Your Honor, another thing that I was just told is that Mr. Wilson and Ms. Badgett, or one of them, was told that they would not dismiss this order until Mr. Kiefer completed anger management counseling. So
Okay.
we'd like to have that, at least that understanding, whether it's made an order in this case or not, that in order to dismiss this case, they need to resolve these other issues in the other court.
Okay, is that something OVP can address to you, or anger management?
They do that at our Ashland office, if you could go there.
Okay. Well, do you still live in Scotttown?
I live in 326 Chesapeake.
Chesapeake, okay,
Yep.
you're not that far from that. Okay, you talked to Mr. Mint about these issues, and I mean, you're free to have a lawyer if you want, but you're working, it sounds like, so if you want one, you have to hire one on your own. Let's come back in about a month and see where we are. What's better for your work schedule, Mondays or Fridays?
Friday.
May 30th. May 30th will be your next hearing, will be a pre-trial. 10 o'clock, May 30th. See Mr. Mint before you leave.
State of Ohio versus Joe Walden, case number CRA 13-358, PRD 13-1199, CRB 14-594.
All right, this is a case that I got a text on, I believe,
Yes, Your Honor.
from Mr. Peck. 14-594, 13-1199, 13-358. So I understand you've been in treatment and you're now, are you seeking employment at the mission, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you had just found out you had this warrant?
Yes.
So you're coming in to have that withdrawn. According to the record, you still owe fines and costs on both two cases. One was a driving under suspension and one was a resisting arrest.
Okay.
And from the record, it appears that you missed a review hearing back last fall, November actually, the hearing was October 15th, the warrant didn't get issued till November 12th. No, the hearing was November 4th, it got issued November 12th. You admit or deny that?
Oh, I was at OVP and I came here first, but I had charges in West Virginia. I had to turn myself in also, and I ended up going to jail.
Okay.
So-
I withdraw the warrant, so that's a good reason not to be in court because you're incarcerated in another state.
Yeah.
So let's, as I understand it, you're on the road to recovery now, you're in recovery.
Yes, I'm about to get my son back in 2 months. I'm about to complete Hawk, so.
I want to help you. I want you to be successful. But it's not like a get out of jail free card. The stuff that you did in the past, you still got to pay for it.
I understand.
So I think that's a part of recovery, and that's what they tell you.
Yes, sir.
You
Making
messed
amends.
up some stuff in the past, we got to take care of that. So this is part of the process, taking care of both sins. But I'm going to work with you and try to help you. I want you to do this and come out the other end clean and restored with your son and your family and the community and be a contributing member of our community here. So that's possible. It sounds like you're on the road for that. Let's have you come back in a month and see where we are. You probably heard me say May the 3rd. You can come out and do community service and you'll get $100 off your fine for doing that one day of community service.
Okay.
9 o'clock, May 30th is going to be your next hearing. May 3rd is the day you can get the community service. But community service is available every day but Sunday at 7:30 a.m. here at the court, or a holiday.
Okay.
Okay, you can work it off, pay it off, combination of the two. But you have to take care of it.
Yes, sir, I will.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, before you go, tell Mr. Patliner I said hello.
All right, thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, we're going to call Mr. Ashworth's cases that he's on as special prosecutor.
State of Ohio versus Justin Robbins, case number CRB 25-131. Mr. Holt, the attorney.
Mr. Holt's case, so we'll meet him in the courtroom. Mr. Ashworth is special prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Justin Robbins, come into court. All right, has there been any discussions between counsel or?
Yes, Your Honor, there has. On behalf of the state, we are in the process of probably offering a 90-day delay and execution dismissal if there are no other problems. We're waiting on someone to speak to one little issue first. I was going to ask the court to reset this for 14 days, which I expect that we can probably offer that and just put it in that area, if that's okay with the court.
That's fine with me. What about you, Mr. Holt? Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
May the 5th? Is that right? No, that would be May 9th. Or we can do the 9th. I know you're here on the 19th. Would you prefer to do it then?
I'm off May 9th. My client has a very irregular work schedule, and he's off the 9th, so I actually will be out of town if I could appear by video as well.
Teleconference?
Yes.
All right, May the 9th will be the next hearing for pretrial. Both counsel will be appearing by teleconference.
I actually may be there in person, Your Honor, but I'm sure that's fine too.
Oh, yeah, that works. You're not required to, but if you want to. And did Mr. Robbins, has he posted a bond?
He did not, Your Honor, so we want to sign, probably need to sign an OR bond.
All right, he can sign a $1,000 OR bond, and a further condition of that, which they're getting after us now. Was he arrested? Did he get fingerprinted?
No.
Okay, he has to go to jail and get fingerprinted as a condition of bond.
Understood, Your Honor.
You can put that on the bond form.
Yeah.
Next hearing is May the 9th, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Philip Hill, case number CRB 24-218. Your Honor, that's also.
Your Honor, I have an entry.
Okay. This is on expungement?
Yes. This is dismissed, Your Honor.
And I think Mr. Ashworth, was he on this also, or? Oh, this is Mr. Hill?
Yes.
Okay. And you approve it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll approve the entry. I'll pass it back to you for processing, Mr. Hall.
Cade.
Mr. Ashworth, did we have anything else with you, or?
Yes, there's one more Dylan Cade.
Okay, one more case.
State of Ohio versus Dylan Cade, case number CRB 25-130.
This is set for pretrial, it looks like. I don't know if there's been an arraignment.
We entered a written not guilty plea. So it's the same as the Robbins case, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
It is an assault. Do you want to set it the same day, or?
That'd be fine, Your Honor, if it's,
Does there need to be a follow-up?
we might need to be here on, I think this one, we may need to be in person.
Yes, Your Honor, let's push this without 30 days if we could. I also would like to make a motion for protective order in this case, and talk to the opposing counsel. He said it's okay that we use Ms. Jasmine to help us out in this particular instance to get that accomplished if we do in fact grant it.
No
objection to, no problem staying away from the complaint party here?
No, there's no reason for them to have any interactions.
Okay, there'll be a protection order issued. Again, he can sign a $1,000 signature bond. He will have to, as a condition of that, go to jail and get fingerprinted. So we need to add that to the bond.
No.
What date do you want to set this for?
Can we do the 19th, Your Honor?
Is the 19th okay with you, Mr. Ashworth?
Yes, sir, that's fine.
All right, May the 19th will be the next hearing. Mr. Ashworth may appear by teleconference if he wishes.
Thank you, sir. That's all our cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
10 o'clock.
You want to do a list of them? Okay. We'll do that. All right, sir, you're Harold Moore.
Yeah, I missed court Monday. On the way here, the car broke down. I called the clerk and let her know, and she told me to come first thing today.
Okay, this was a review on
Yeah.
the 21st, Monday, Tuesday.
Yep.
I make okay, you have made some payment on your fund.
Yeah, I owe 10 hours.
Community service.
And I owe 10 hours. I'll make a payment tonight when I get paid. And then I've set it up for tomorrow. I do 5 hours community service at the Humane Society in Cabell County.
Okay, and you heard what I said about May 3rd.
Yes, sir. I'll probably come May 3rd to put some money towards my fines because I'll have my 10 hours done before then.
All right, I'll set your next review. Does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays?
Mondays are a lot better for me.
Okay, June 9th,
All right.
that's Monday. June
Thank you, sir.
9 o'clock is your next hearing.
Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Crystal Keaton, case number TRD 24-344. Crystal Keaton.
And you're Crystal Keaton.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it says that he failed to appear for a trial in traffic court on March 25th, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an explanation for that?
I mean, I'm a high-risk pregnancy and I've been in the hospital.
You still want a trial on your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to send you back to the traffic court. What's the dates for traffic court?
May the 13th and May the 27th of us. May the 13th or June the 10th.
All right, May the 13th is the next date coming up. You can be there then. It'll be
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, I'm going to have you sign a bond now, $1,000 signature bond. So if you don't show up, now you're going to owe $1,000 for not showing up. So May 13th will be on the docket for a trial at 4 p.m. right back here at this courthouse. That's the traffic court. Okay, you're free to go.
State of Ohio versus Alice Smith, case number CRB 2452, TRD 25385.
Alice Smith, anyone that has arraignments needs to be in the courtroom now.
I have my kids out there, Your Honor, I'm sorry. I didn't have nobody keep them with.
And you're Alice Smith?
Yes, sir.
And this is case number 25385, and there's also a 2452 in this court. That's a theft offense. It's alleged you missed a review hearing on April the 14th. And then there was a traffic court case set for sentencing on April 22nd, so as you missed that also. You admit or deny that?
Your Honor, I admit that, I admit it. I called in here and they told me just come to do the traffic thing today. When I showed up today, I missed that 14th because I was all the way in Newport, Kentucky. I had a warrant up there since 2006 I didn't even know about, so I take my kids out of aquarium up there.
Okay. The one, 2452 that you had a review hearing was a theft conviction. You still have some fines and community service to do. You've done some of it. And then on the federal here for sentencing, that was on a driving under suspension. Have you gotten your license back?
I'm through the amnesty program thing. I'm going through it, but they ain't figured everything out yet. But
Okay,
so no,
what I'm
sir.
going to do, I'm just going to keep both these cases here. I won't send you back to traffic court. I'll let you come back here to this court since you already had a case here on the theft for review. And I'll set it for another hearing with sentencing and review. I'll let you keep working on trying to get your license back.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. Apparently you're working.
Yes, sir.
You know your work schedule?
Yeah, it's 5 in the morning till 3:30.
How many days a week?
5, sometimes Saturday.
Okay, well, it's going to have to be a Monday or a Friday for your next hearing. What's better for you?
I don't, either one of them be fine, sir.
If I give you a month's notice, can you get off work?
I've just now got hired. I don't have vacation till August, but I'll just give them this paper here and let them know a month ahead of
Well, you can
time.
get something from the clerk today if you need it as an excuse.
Okay.
I'll set it in, let's set it in June. I'll make it June the 13th to give you some extra time, try to get things worked out. So June the 13th for sentencing and review. June 13th.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
That's a Friday.
Okay, 9 a.m.?
10 a.m.
Thank you,
Yeah, that's
sir.
all. You're free to go. I will withdraw any warrant that's been issued.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
State of Ohio versus William Rice, case number TRD 202404, TRD 182548.
William Rice was set for review on April the 14th. It's alleged you missed that hearing, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an explanation for missing?
My wife is kind of bedridden, and we just got approved for A&L to come in so I can finish my community service and get all this took care of.
And you did make a pretty substantial payment today on your
I'm
funds.
gonna try to get it took care of.
I'll withdraw the warrant, give you a new date. Does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays when you come back?
Fridays are better.
June 6th, that's the first Friday in June. Your next hearing, June 6th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Derek M. Newell, case number TRC 221229.
And this was for failure to appear at a review hearing on March 7th, and it was on an ODI. You admit or deny you missed your hearing March 7th?
I admit, sir.
Do you have an explanation?
Yes, sir, I was incarcerated. When I seen you last, I was trying to find a sober living or get back into a rehab. And then, of course, probation, I got some trouble and probation violated me. And then that case got dismissed right there. And then probation held me there for 45 days. And now here's this as well. I'm at the Phoenix Center, and I've been there since March 23rd. The day I got released, and I'll be there for 4 months until July. And here's community service hours I've logged as well. And they released me to come today, and then my mother's with me, and she's taking me right back.
All right, I'll have those placed in the file. You still owe some community service and fines.
Your Honor, he's turning in community service, but
From the Phoenix Center, that's all, if you accept it.
we will not accept it.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not acceptable, Your Honor.
Okay. As long as you're in treatment and compliant with treatment, I'll let you appear by teleconference.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Like we've done quite a few people today.
Okay.
And I'm assuming at this point it doesn't matter if it's Mondays or Fridays.
Yeah, I just let them know the case manager will pull me.
June 2nd will be your next hearing. That's a Monday. June 2nd, 9 o'clock. I'm noting you can appear by teleconference. Okay.
Do it at 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
Sorry.
I'll withdraw the warrant.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
Good.
State of Ohio versus John D. Davis, case number TRD 25589.
You're John Davis,
Yes, sir.
and Mr. Morford was your lawyer, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Supposed to be here for a pretrial on April 21st.
Yes,
So
sir.
you probably don't have your file. Mr. Morford's going to take the court's file.
Please.
Talk to Mr. Davis, and when you're ready to recall it, we will do so.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
State of Ohio versus Steve Henson, case number CRB 1199, CRB 1176, CRB 10732, CRB 08261.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Got a report from OVP. You've got, these are all old cases with warrants outstanding, so I'm going to withdraw the warrants. I encourage you, I want you to complete treatment, I'm on board with that, and then we'll come back. It looks like you're going to be finished about, is it May 2nd? And that just happens to be a court date, so I'm going to set it that day, then we'll decide how we're going to go forward from there. Well, it looks like to me, on one, you just had, it looked like court costs. Another one, you had a fine and court costs. And the oldest one, just a fine. So we'll figure out how we're going to take care of all that once you're about to finish treatment. So
Okay.
come back on May the 2nd. let you sign a $1,000 cash or surety bond. New bond. May the 2nd, I'll set it as a review hearing. So it'll be at 9 o'clock, May 2nd, 9 a.m., May 2nd, is his next hearing.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Tyler Cole Counts, case number CRB 25238. Tyler Cole Counts.
Tyler Cole Counts, 25238. Set for arraignment, and he has a bond with Mr. Sowers. So I'm going to let him know, who's failed to appear in. It's only for $1,000. I thought we made the arraignment bond more than that now, but not.
No, Your Honor, you have it.
They haven't changed it yet?
No, we haven't changed it yet. You're consulting with our municipal.
Okay. All right, I'm going to notify Mr. Sowers now that Mr. Counts did not appear. Set it for bond forfeiture. I think we had set some previously for Mr. Sowers on May the 12th, so I'll set this one May the 12th.
State of Ohio versus Caden Whittlesey. Case number CRB 25239. And State of Ohio versus James A. Spears II. Case number CRB 25240.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is one Mr. Spears is in the restroom.
Okay, we'll recall him then. Just have a seat, sir. We'll recall him. Mr. Spears is here.
State of Ohio versus Jason Gilbert. Case number TRD 193179 A and B, CRB 23645.
Answer, are you Jason Gilbert?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Gilbert. Okay, this had been set for sentencing on Monday, it looks like. And so as you were not here Monday, do you agree with that, or?
I do, Your Honor. I have my paper here from the end of last month and my date I have written down is for today.
Okay.
So that's why I wasn't here Monday.
All right, well, let's go ahead then, and you have a bond up, so I'm assuming Mr. Sowers got in touch with you, or?
I haven't heard.
You haven't heard from him?
No.
So you thought it was on the docket for today?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what have you done on your cases?
I'll be here to do community service tomorrow, and I have a payment on my fine today.
How much are you paying?
$100.
Okay. I'll withdraw the warrant. I don't think it actually been issued yet. Or it might have been since there was a bond. Okay.
I don't think it has one.
And I'll notify Mr. Sowers that he did appear. He would have been notified Monday that he hadn't appeared. I know, I'm probably wondering, what you doing with the phone? I take pictures of the bond and send it to him, that lets him know what case it is and what's happening. Okay, so you'll need to go to the clerk's office and make your payment. You still have community service that needs to be done. I understand you're coming out tomorrow to do some of that. May the 3rd, you can get double credit if you still have some left to do.
Yes, sir.
And or it'll go toward your fine, even if you do have your community service done. Mondays or Fridays, does it matter which day you come back? We need sentencing hearing.
Monday would probably be better.
Okay, June 2nd will be your next hearing. It'll be a sentencing at 10 o'clock. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls John D. Davis, case number TRD 25589.
Mr. Morphe's case. Set for pretrial Monday. He's here today. So you have an explanation for missing Monday?
Your Honor, I was over at my sister's in Kentucky, and I have a way over, spent Easter Sunday over there, and I have a way over there Monday morning. My grandmother was at work.
Okay, what can we do on a pretrial?
Judge, he's going to need a bit of time to come up with money. He starts a job Monday with Conley Painting. I believe his fees owed to B&B are something like $1,200, and he'd ask you for 2 months to try to get that together.
He's not driving under suspension. What's the state's position?
We're not opposed to him having some time to try to get his license straightened out, as long as they're willing to waive time.
We'd waive time.
June 27th?
That's good here, Judge.
June 27th will be the next hearing. Be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. That's at the request of the defendant.
And waive time.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Here, Butch. Here, Butch.
State of Ohio versus Sid Mosser, case number CRB 24258, TRC 24487. Mr. Stratton.
All right, Sid Mosser is here to take the panel. Mr. Stratton is appearing by teleconference.
Yes, sir.
Anyone that has a court case needs to be in the courtroom.
Right, both of these are set for pre-trials.
Yes, Sid is at OBP. We should have a,
He completed OVP, he's at RRS now, sorry.
yes.
Yeah, I've got a report from both.
Okay.
He successfully completed OVP, transitioned to RRS, had a negative screen there, and good report. He's basically just getting started there, though. And is this, is he inpatient or outpatient?
Inpatient.
Inpatient, okay. So I'm assuming then you're just asking for a continuance so he can complete his treatment?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
State's position?
Well, Your Honor, he pled guilty back in September of last year. So this was, I guess we delayed the sentencing. And we're happy that he's doing well in his treatment. And I don't know if today's the day that maybe the court would go ahead and sentence him and we
Well, I'd
will
like
take
to do that. I think what I would do, Mr. Stratton has, as I understand it, some family issues prohibit him from being here today. So I prefer to do, if we're going to do the sentencing, maybe do it the next time when he can be in person.
Yes, Your Honor, that would be better.
So, do you have your calendar available, Mr. Stratton?
I do.
So I'm looking at probably somewhere at the end of May, the 23rd or after of May.
Any of those dates are fine. The one day that I had the problem on was just resolved, so any date is fine.
Let's do May 23rd.
Is that for sentencing, Your Honor?
It'll be for sentencing.
Sounds good.
Thank you. May 23rd, 10 o'clock for sentencing. Continue with what you're doing.
If I may just know, I just wanted to kind of run it by you, let you know what my intentions were. I kind of happened, I graduated yesterday at LVP, and I kind of didn't have a chance to, because Bree was so busy and everything, to try to get together what my aftercare plan was. And so I ended up, kind of happened real quick, I ended up at RRS. My intentions, I was thinking about trying to go to the Advocate House, because I have a friend there that can get me a job out there on Route 2, because I'm a welder. Welding on that steel mill out there, or possibly, if that didn't work out, possibly going to Hometown. I talked to Hometown. They said they'd have a bed for me. Either way, I was going to go to recovery, but I feel like, you know what I mean, like that's where I'm supposed to go, and I just wanted to let you know my intentions before I, did any of that. I'm doing well. I've been honest with this court.
You're totally changing everything right now, trying to change everything. So I'll put it on the docket for, when can you be back here, Mr. Stratton?
I'll be back Monday, Your Honor.
I'll put it on the docket for Monday, which is the 28th. But you're to stay at RRS till then.
Okay.
April 28th will be the next hearing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Michael L. Tilley Jr., case number CRB 24437.
This is Mr. Stratton's case, and it's set as a pretrial.
Yes. Mr. Tilley, is that path, should have a limited path?
I called PATH just a little bit ago. They said that my therapist Tiffany's not in. She will not be able to send a report this time.
Did you hear that, Mr. Stratton?
Yes, I did, yes. If we could just send this for another pretrial, and then hopefully she'll be able to get us a letter next time. Maybe even send it sooner than usual.
Yeah, I do apologize.
I'll set it for May the 9th.
May 9th, I will.
May 9th will be the next hearing. We'll be looking for a report from PATH then.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Stratton, are you okay with the time waiver?
Yes, Mr. Gill, I am.
Thank you.
May 9th, 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jordan Wiley, case number CRB 24565.
I believe Jordan is online.
Yes. That's all good.
Jordan, are you there? There she is.
My iPad's over. I'm in the, like, my baby's room. Next to the iPad, sorry.
This is set as a pretrial.
Yes, Jordan is back with the Oasis. Jordan, did you want to update the court?
Well, Max, I talked to Max Wednesday, and he was like, if they need anything specific from me, can they let me know so I can provide that to them?
Okay.
And I've been so busy with twins. They have to eat every 3 hours, so it's been almost impossible for me to do anything. other than focus on those. But I have been trying to keep up with Max. The last time I saw him, it was like the most amazing session we've ever had. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot going on, but I'm seeming to manage it pretty well. I mean, this is a very, very, very difficult with twins.
Well, we can sort of like the letter next time from that, and how everything's going, so.
Right, is there anything specific that you want him to put in it? Because that's all you've asked me to ask you guys.
What, yeah, I'd like for him to reference the treatment, what his treatment plan is for you and how you're doing.
Okay.
What's the state's position on this? I mean, has there been any input from Mr. Roberts? He's the complaining party.
Yes. The last time we spoke with him, he indicated, it's been about a month, he indicated he would let us know if there were any issues that were arising. We haven't heard from him since.
Okay.
So, we'll just set it all a little bit, and maybe next time, if we have a good letter, we can actually resolve this case.
How about May the 12th? Are you available then?
Yeah, that date just became available, it just settled the trial that day, so that's a good day.
Very good. May 12th is the next hearing. 10 o'clock for pre-trial. Good luck.
Am I to appear via Zoom?
You can appear by Zoom.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas Myers, case number CRA 24-721.
So Nick was referred to RRS, so we'll just get a status on that, see how he's doing.
Mr. Byers been compliant. I ain't got a letter today, but he has been compliant. First grades and everything.
Good.
And this is a possession felony case, so it's going to be staying here, as I take it, where it can continue on treatment.
Yeah, we're going to keep it here, and since he's doing well, we'll just set it, but at the course convenience.
Okay, I'm looking at about a month out.
Yeah.
May 30th.
That'll work.
Okay, next hearing is May 30th. Okay, keep doing what you're doing, sir.
Appreciate you.
State of Ohio versus Craig P. Weissong, case number CRA 25-143 and CRB 25-144.
This is a felony case also, a possession case. He's also at RRS, same situation. We're going to keep it here and see how things go.
And I do have a report from RRS. I'm being tendered right now.
Okay.
It says he's compliant.
Good.
Okay, it's a very good report. So it looks like it's on the right path right now. Want to use that same date, May 30th?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, next hearing is May 30th.
Great.
Good job, Mr. Weissong. Keep it
Thank
up.
you.
10 o'clock, May 30th.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Amos, case number CRB 24-697. Your Honor, this is Mr. Stradl's case. It's on arraignment on a bench warrant for failure to appear.
Okay. This was a case that my notes were it would be dismissed if there was 3 months without any issues and the court costs were paid. Is that correct?
Yes.
The state's still willing to do that?
Brittany Ennis.
case number is 697, 24697.
Yeah, we were waiting for the cost to be paid.
Yes.
So if they're paid, we're willing to go ahead and dismiss the charges.
Can I get set up on the payment?
Well,
Well, plus the 160 you're on, there's some sheriff fees on there. Yeah.
that's $160. How much time do you need to pay?
Probably like a month. Say a month.
All right, says she needs a month to pay.
Oh, she's.
May 30th day.
Yes.
Continue your case to May 30th. You need to appear, even if you can't pay, you gotta show up.
If I pay before then, will I still have a court date?
Is there any, there's no protection order, I don't think. Well, it wasn't. Okay, so you do need to show up so we make sure we get that dismissed.
Okay.
Is that a problem for you to appear on May 30th?
No.
Okay, May 30th will be the next hearing, pre-trial, 10 o'clock, pay off your costs, and it'll get dismissed then. And no further problems, of course.
Okay.
All right, that's all.
State of Ohio versus IBM James, case number CRB 25125.
Okay, this was a case that has been continued because of Mr. Stratton's unavailability.
Yes, Your Honor, and there's some, we don't want to set this for another bench trial. We might want to set for another pre-trial. There's some issues that me and the prosecutor need to address on this case.
I'd like to talk to you before.
She left treatment, it looks like. I've got a report right now I'm reading. She left treatment against medical advice on April 17th.
Okay, I was not aware of that. I'm cool with that. Okay, well, there's some mental health issues here, Your Honor. So I knew there, and I think Mr. Keel believes there are also. So I would just ask you to issue a warrant today and then get her in custody ASAP. That's in her best interest.
Well, that's our feeling as well, that she's got some real struggles, so we want to have her picked up as quickly as possible.
And Mr. Stratton, have you had any communication with her? Or?
I have not, Your Honor, not since the last court date.
Does the complaining party have any knowledge about her whereabouts? Or?
I have not had any knowledge of her whereabouts, but I do advise, when she assaulted me, it was over a very little, over a little thing such as a vape. So I feel like she can do more if it's a bigger amount of, a bigger thing. I feel like she could be violent over a bigger issue.
Well, I'm going to issue a warrant for her arrest, so that's about all I can do. She left, we put her in treatment, she left the treatment facility without permission to do so. She's not here today, so there'll be a warrant issued for her arrest.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
If you see her, ma'am, you need to contact the police.
Okay.
Mr. Stratton, you're okay with waivers on all these continuances? I just asked you about the first one.
Yes, I'm okay with waivers on everything, Mr. Hill.
And Josh.
As far as I know, we're finished with Mr. Stratton.
Okay, I think, is that all the cases you felt you had today, Mr. Stratton?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, good luck with your issues that are going on.
All right,
I guess we'll see you Monday.
All right, bye.
State of Ohio recalls Caden Whittlesey and James A. Spears II, which is case number CRB 25240. Whittlesey's case is case number CRB 25239.
I spoke to Kate and he wants protection order. I have not had a chance to speak to James. I need to send him on
All right, so one of you is James Spears, and so you're Caden Whittlesey. Okay. You're both charged with domestic violence, it looks like. It's alleged, you got complaints filed against you both that allege that at Rome Township on April 25th, you not only caused or tried to cause physical harm to each other, and that you're each either family or live in the same household. So that makes it domestic violence. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine.
Yes, sir. Not guilty.
All right, Mr. Whittlesey.
I'm guilty.
Okay. Mr. Spears, do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Do I need it?
Yeah. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. It's a pretty serious charge.
I'm not guilty. It should just be dismissed. My case should just be dismissed.
So you believe that a person should just be able to walk in at the first hearing and say, I'm not guilty, judge, dismiss the case,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And that should happen
But
without
we'll do it your way though, Judge.
That's just not the way it works.
Whatever we gotta do.
Okay, why don't you answer my question? Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
No, sir.
You have no income?
No, sir.
Tyler Smith, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Spears. All right. I just was reading the affidavit. Sounds like the two of you are living in the same household.
Were.
Okay.
I had moved in with my brother.
Okay, so you have another place to go to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's not a problem.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to order the two of you stay away from each other for now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you're going to sign something saying that you will stay away from each other.
Oh, so,
Signatures.
You got a card? Yeah, I'll get to you.
So Mr. Whittlesey has you entered a guilty plea, is that correct, Mr. Whittlesey?
yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm not going to keep yours in abeyance until we figure out what happens with Mr. Spears.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Whittlesey has posted a bond, so that's continued. Did you post a bond, Mr. Spears?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your bond's continued too. You're each ordered to go to the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office and get fingerprinted. Did that happen yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I believe I have an IT instructor, Mr. Whittlesey, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they should,
Okay,
they
so you
should.
both were taken to the jail, then
Yes,
you would
sir.
have already been
Yes, sir.
fingerprinted, so you don't have to do that. Then. I was
Okay.
thinking maybe you were cited in without going to jail.
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't think we have a social security number for Mr. Whittlesey. If you would stop in the clerk's office and provide
Or
that.
just write it down for Mr. Smith so you can furnish it to the clerk. Oh, it's Whittlesey or Whittlesey?
My mother.
Whittlesey, okay. You can just write it down.
I'll get it later, but.
You'll have to write it on it.
Okay, you don't have it?
Yes, sir, I'm gonna get it.
Okay, we need to pick a date to come back, Mr. Smith.
We already set a date for the 19th, if that's appropriate.
That's fine. Next hearing on both cases will be May 19th. I'll set it for Mr. Whittlesey as a sentencing and for Mr. Spears as a pretrial. They'll both be at 10 o'clock. Okay, you're not to go around each other, contact each other, post things about each other. Next hearing, May 19th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, we're ready to go to Lawrence County Jail.
Okay, we've got hearings at the jail to do. We're going to start those now.
State of Ohio versus Haley Kramer. Case number CRA 25242.
Ma'am, are you Haley Brammer? All right, your microphone is turned off. I can't hear what you're saying, so don't need to turn it on. Usually it's on the headset. Okay, try now. Can you say something, please? Okay, it's really not very loud, but I think I can hear you. Can you hear me okay? Well, you're off again. Try it again. Say something, ma'am. All right, now it's coming through.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Brammer, I'm Judge Capper. This is your, what's called an arraignment hearing. Purpose is to tell you what the charges are and set bond for you, appoint counsel, and that sort of thing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but what you're saying is on the record, so if you admit something about your case, it can be used against you. You have the right to have a lawyer appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state of Ohio prove charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with possession of a fentanyl-related compound. It's alleged that on April 24th in Fayette Township, you knowingly were in possession of a controlled substance, and that what you were in possession of had fentanyl in it. Less than 50 grams, but they're alleging it was 32 grams of fentanyl-related compound. That's a net, because of the amount, a felony of the first degree. So the maximum penalty on that is 10 years in jail and a $20,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, I understand that.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No, I don't.
Do you have any income coming in?
No, not at the moment, I don't. I probably have some family that could help me get over,
But you don't have a job.
no, sir.
I'll appoint Roger Smith to represent you. He's here, he's heard your arraignment, he's been sitting in the courtroom. And I've got, let's check the address. I've got Lodi, Ohio as your home address.
That's
just a mailing address. My home address is, it's different.
What is your address that you claim now?
It's 373 Watt, W-A-T-T Street, Circleville, Ohio, 43113.
What's the state's position on bond for Ms. Brammer?
Well, it's a serious charge. It's an F1. However, I'm told that there would be a bed available for her if we could get GPS, but it's going to be our intention to go ahead and take it to the grand jury.
Okay.
So, if she wanted to do the treatment, we'd be okay with that with the GPS.
What the prosecutor has just told the court is that, one, they're going to take it to the grand jury, so they're going to seek your indictment, but they would be willing to let you go to treatment in the meantime, not stay in jail, but you would have to have a GPS monitor placed on you while you're at treatment. So is that something you would be interested in doing or not? Do you want to talk to your lawyer about it before you make a decision?
No, I would absolutely be, I would love to go to treatment. You know, I have a drug problem, obviously, and I would like to, you know, try and kick that drug problem. So,
I would advise you, not talking more about the case, but what I'm going to ask the judge to do is have Bethesda do a phone assessment, then have your case called back, assuming you qualify. I will advocate that we get you out to treatment. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Taylor from Bethesda is the treatment facility. Bethesda, Taylor's the counselor. She's going to call you at the jail, talk to you about it. Now, one thing you need to understand, I'll probably go over this in more detail, but if I release you to go to treatment with an ankle monitor on and you cut it off, that's an automatic go to prison thing for cutting off the ankle monitor. So this is, you know, you can't, and that's the only way to get out. I mean, if you have an ankle monitor, if you leave, they're going to know where you are. So the only way you can get away is cut the ankle monitor. Then you're going to go to prison for cutting the ankle monitor. So it's serious business. So keep that in mind.
We approach, Your Honor.
Yes. We're going to recall you. You want the court file or? Well, yes. When you're ready, let me know. All right, the counselor and maybe your lawyer is going to call you, and then you'll be recalled for the court after that happens.
State of Ohio versus Antoine S. Brown, case number CRA 25230. Your Honor, that's Mr. Stratton's case, I believe.
Okay. Let's try to, can you try to get hold of Mr. Stratton?
Yes, sir. If you'd like to have a recall, I'll try to get him.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Brown, your lawyer's not here, so we're going to try to get a hold of him. We can't proceed without him being here, so we're trying to get in touch with them now. We'll recall you after we get in touch with them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Ashley Donoff, case number CRV 23746, CRA 23745, and Jamar Fells is on deck.
John Davis, they already called that up, didn't they?
All right, you're Ashley Donoff.
Yes.
Ms. Donoff, as I think you know, I'm Judge Capper. You had a hearing in this court December the 14th, 23, so over a year ago, and it's alleged you failed to appear at that hearing. Mr. Steyer was your lawyer. He's not here today, and you got a felony and a misdemeanor pending. The felony was possession of a fentanyl-related compound. So I'm going to continue this till, let's look at the document.
Can I go to like a rehab?
I can't do anything without your lawyer being here. I'll set it for Monday, this Monday that's coming up, which is the 28th. But I'm going to change your bond. You did have an OR bond before, now you're going to have cash or surety bond. And it's going to be $5,000 cash or surety. Is that a bond you think you can post?
No.
Okay. Well, I didn't think you could. So, I'll see you on Monday, just like this. Your lawyer will be here, then we'll decide what to do. Your next hearing is Monday, April 28th.
State of Ohio versus Jamar M. Fells, case number CRA 25243.
Sir, are you Jamar Fells?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Fells, it's alleged that on April 24th of this year in Fayette Township, you knowingly obtained, possessed, or used a controlled substance containing fentanyl in the amount of 32 grams. That's possession of a fentanyl-related compound. It's a first-degree felony, maximum penalty 10 years in jail, $20,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir. For one, I was there to correct my rights, and two, the dude that I was arrested with, they tried to say that I was the one that was selling stuff, but they were the ones who had the drugs.
Okay.
So they had nothing on me.
Let me caution you, let me tell you about your rights, one of which is to remain silent. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. What you do say is on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state of Ohio prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No, sir, I do not.
Do you have a job?
Yes, I'm a painter. I work on Section 8 houses and head houses.
Are you paid a salary or by the hour?
Salary.
How much per week?
Like 500.
Do you have anybody you're supporting?
Yes, I have full custody of my son.
Okay. I'm going to find you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you.
Sir, I have one question. Where did they find drugs at?
I have no idea.
Because
Sir, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need to talk about the case. And Judge Pepper already told you the first thing, your first right is to remain silent, and that's the best advice anybody here can give you.
Yes, sir.
You're on the record being recorded.
Yes, sir.
What's the state's position on bond?
Your Honor, I have heard from the officer, Woodyard, about the situation, and he actually recommends that they be allowed to go to treatment. So, and that's the three that were all involved with this. If they want to, maybe he doesn't want to, but we'd be okay with an OR bond and GPS, and then we would make no representation about whether we're going to take it to the grand jury or not, but probably we will.
Okay. You probably need to call, I think, from my observation of him, I think you probably need to call and talk to him before we make any of those final arrangements on bond.
Yes, sir.
So your lawyer's going to call down and talk to you, Mr. Fells, and then I'll have you back on the camera after you have that discussion off the record.
Yes, sir, I apologize, but...
You're fine. You're fine. Your lawyer's going to call, talk to you, then we'll come back on, decide what bond is going to be and conditions of bond.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Tory Norman, case number CRD 25-237, and Tommy Shell Richards is on deck.
All right, ma'am, you are Tori Norman.
Yes.
I'm Judge Kapler. This is an arraignment for you about an extradition matter. It's alleged that Kentucky has a warrant for your arrest. I think you may know that. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but if you do make statements, it's all on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney represent you with regard to extradition. You have a right to be considered for bond and to make the state, either Kentucky or Ohio or both, prove the allegations against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes.
Okay, the allegation is, and I've got a copy of the warrant in my hand right now, is that Boyd County Circuit Court has issued a warrant for your arrest for some sort of failure to appear on a charge over there. So you have a right to have what's called an extradition hearing. It's a hearing to make sure, it's not for me to decide whether you did or didn't violate Kentucky law, but whether they have a good faith basis to ask for you to be brought to their jurisdiction and if I should order you to do so. You have a right to have that hearing and to have a lawyer represent you in that hearing. You can waive extradition, and what that means, if you waive extradition, you are basically saying, I agree to go to Kentucky and face these issues. You're not necessarily agreeing that the charges are true, but you're agreeing that you will go to Kentucky on the warrant. So how do you want to proceed? Do you want to have an extradition hearing? Do you want me to appoint a lawyer here to represent you with regard to extradition?
No, I just want to waive extradition.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send down a waiver. It's my understanding that you have been accepted into the reentry court in common pleas.
Yes.
So I can't guarantee this is going to be happening, but I think there's a chance that the Kentucky court will just send you back and say, okay, go to reentry court and we'll let that court supervise you and you'll go back into treatment. That was the plan. You were going to go to treatment, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully that will happen. I can't guarantee it will happen because you're going to have to face a Kentucky judge and it's going to be up to them as to what they want to do. But I think there's a good chance that could happen. Okay? So we're going to send down a waiver for you to sign. probably have a holder from our court, so I don't think it makes any sense to set a bond. Kentucky asked for no bond. And I'll give them a week. Usually with Boyd County, it only takes a couple days.
Yeah.
So that would be by May 2nd. So if you're not in Kentucky by May 2nd at 10 a.m., I'm going to see you just like this again on teleconference and figure out what happened, because you should be in Kentucky by then. So I'm saying on the waiver, they got to pick her up by 8 a.m. that morning. If she's not picked up, she'll be on my docket at May 2nd at 10 a.m. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
State of Ohio versus Tommy Shell Richards, case number CRB 25-236. And Colin Walsh is on deck.
All right, ma'am, you're Thomas Shell Richards?
Yes.
Ms. Richards, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, which I understand Mr. Steyer has been appointed as your lawyer out of Ironton Municipal Court, so I probably would appoint him here too. You have a right to have bail and to make the state prove any charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes.
The state's alleging in the charge here that on April 22nd in Fayette Township, you purposely tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
Can I speak with my attorney first?
Yes, so I'll enter a not guilty plea for you. I'm assuming you don't have a job now?
I don't.
I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. He's not here in court today. He usually is here, but he's not here today. But I understand he was appointed to represent you in Ironton Municipal Court?
Yes.
And were you given a bond in Ironton Municipal Court?
No, maybe.
Do you know, Mr. Hill?
Well, I wasn't in the courtroom when that happened, but I'm assuming it's a illegal conveyance charge, felony, so I would say there is a...
I did. Sorry. I did not mean to bring something into jail either. I just forgot that I had it. And then I told him about the rest of it.
So it may work itself out, but we asked for a bond here as well.
You are asking for a bond?
Yes.
I'll set it, do you know when you go back to Ironton Municipal, when your next hearing?
I think it's Thursday maybe.
Okay. So we probably should set this for Friday, or a week from today.
I think so.
I'm going to set your bond here at $2,000 cash or surety.
2,000, like 2,000 cash?
Yes. I'll set your next hearing for May 2nd. Pre-trial. And best case scenario for you, ma'am, and something that you'd be thinking about, is that on May 2nd you get to go to treatment with some sort of conditions on bond. So you can discuss that with Mr. Steyer when you have a conversation with him, but that's what this court would be looking toward. Our municipal would have to be on board with that too, so to make it happen.
Okay, I'm good with that too.
All right, we'll see you next Friday, May 2nd, 10 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
If you make bond, You gotta come to court on your own.
Okay. I won't make bond, so,
Okay, we'll see you just like this then.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Colin M. Walsh, case number CRA 25241.
Okay, tell them not to leave it in there. Sir, are you Colin Walsh?
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court, which is in Chesapeake, Ohio. You're appearing in the courtroom on a monitor right now on what you say, and your image is all being recorded. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
The state's filed a charge against you of possession of a fentanyl-related compound, alleging that on April 24th of this year, you not only obtained, possessed, or used a controlled substance containing fentanyl, had 32 grams of that material. So that's a felony of the first degree, maximum penalty 10 years in jail, $20,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Do you have a job?
No, sir.
I'll appoint Tyler Smith to represent you. It's my understanding the state's agreeable to consider him going to treatment with an ankle monitor.
Okay. This one have co-defendants as well?
There's two other co-defendants,
Okay.
and it's going to be that position on all three is my...
Same bond recommendation? If they
Yes,
ankle
same bond recommendation.
GPS, and did you hear that?
What was it?
I believe that there's a recommendation by the state for bond that you'd be given an opportunity for a GPS monitor and go into inpatient treatment while the case is pending.
Well, we're going to take it to the grand jury.
I know. And this will be going to we'll leave this court, municipal court, and we'll go to the grand jury to present for an indictment. And if you're indicted, which is pretty easy to do, you'll be going in front of the common pleas court judge at that point. But at least this will get you out of jail while you're waiting for the case to proceed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we just, I guess, need to have them assessed. And
Okay. Why don't we have counsel approach? See what your position is. You've done both ways. Yeah, got it. Taylor, can you approach, please? Should put them together or not? You have them out there. Okay, we'll do that. All right, you're going to be recommended to go to Bethesda. They're going to call and talk to you about that. And I have to have the talk with you about this. I mean, you're facing a serious charge anyway. But the only way you can get out of going to treatment and not get take them back into custody, once I put an ankle monitor on you, is to cut it off. That's hard to do, but it's possible to do. But once you do that, you're going to be out of my court, you're going to go to common pleas, they're going to indict you for as much as they possibly can. Once you get caught, you're going to go to prison, guaranteed. So what I'm trying to tell you is, there's not a good solution here. You cannot cut the ankle monitor off unless you want to go to prison.
Yes, sir.
So that's not an option. Now, I've had people do it even after I tell them this. They, I guess, don't believe me, but it's a serious business. That will happen. You will go to prison if you cut your ankle monitor. You understand? You understand, Mr. Walsh?
Yes, sir, I understand.
And what are you telling me about your ankle monitor? You're not going to cut it off, right?
No, sir, no, I'm not.
And you have to keep, the other thing, I've had people tamper with it, not charge it, it's got a charger on it, you have to keep it charged, you have to be compliant. Otherwise, eventually you're going to go back to jail, maybe even prison.
Right.
If you mess with the ankle monitor. So you're getting a pretty good deal here with the serious charges you have. A lot of times people with an F1, they don't agree to let them go to treatment.
Right.
You're getting some consideration. But if you mess around here, you won't get the consideration. You'll wind up landing back in jail. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to release you to, I'll make it a 5,000 OR with GPS monitor to Bethesda. I'm assuming you'll get picked up today. Okay. You get to decide when we're coming back within reason. We haven't talked about it on the other two cases. What, do you want to do it in a week, or when do you think we should come back for all of them on their hearing?
Well, I would say probably pretty soon. I'm going to ask for a time waiver.
I know.
Whether they're needed or not.
Yeah, as far as the co-defense, and I know.
Is Roger available on? Well,
Roger-
Mr. Walker's right behind you. Why don't we
Yeah,
get-
Roger's right here. I will tell you that Roger and I both have jury trials starting Monday. I have one in Judge Finley's and he has one in Judge Ballard's. So mine should only take 2 days. His is scheduled for all week, so it might be better to do that.
5th, May 5th?
May 5th. I'm here. Yes.
Mr. Morford?
You do on May 5th for everyone?
Sure, Judge. Is that okay?
Yes.
And there's no time issues with that? If we set it for May 5th?
No, sir. No.
Okay. I'm going to release you to treatment. You'll come back on May the 5th for your first hearing, get a good report. It's the best thing you can do for your case and for yourself. May the 5th is the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Haley Grammer at large county jail, case number CRA 25-242.
I was talking to Butch.
That's you.
That's me. It's in here.
All right, Haley Brammer is back before the court. She's been assessed. Fez is going to accept her
It's my understanding, yes.
with an ankle monitor.
Yes.
So it's one of the unfortunate things about doing these by teleconference. You can't hear what I told the previous defendant, one of your co-defendants. We're going to put an ankle monitor on you. If you cut and run with the ankle monitor, you are going to go to prison. So you cannot cut. And the only way you can get away with an ankle monitor is to cut it off. And that's just going to be a ticket straight to prison if you do that. You understand?
Yes.
Are you at least telling me you're not going to do that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
It's not very smart to do it.
Right.
But I've had people do it anyway. Bethesda's accepting her.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're accepted to Bethesda. Your next hearing is going to be May the 5th. The best thing you can do for your case and for yourself personally is to get good reports and get clean. Take this as an opportunity to get clean, come back with good reports. It's not a guarantee. The state is going to take your case to the grand jury. So it's likely that you're going to get indicted. But you still, I don't know, I assume counsel agrees with me, even if you go to another judge, the best treatment you're going to get if you're doing really well on treatment.
Absolutely.
That's to help.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll see you on May the 5th. You'll get picked up today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Jamar M. Fells at the Lawrence County Jail, CRA 25243.
No one got a hold of Mr. Stratton, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah. Did you text him?
The clerks and Mr. Smith.
I texted Judge at 11:48. I have not heard back from Sean.
Okay.
Your Honor, I believe they called his office and his cell phone.
He's in Cincinnati.
Can I have that case number again, please?
Yes. Fells, 25243.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're back on Jamar Fells. Did you get a chance to talk to him this morning?
I did, Judge.
How do you want to proceed?
Well, he says he can't afford any bond. He asked for an OR bond. I told him I didn't think that was law, considering the nature of the charge, and he's a Columbus resident.
Mr. Heald is being very empathetic today.
Well, I just learned some things from the arresting officer that made me feel like, yes, they do need to go to the grand jury, but they can benefit from some treatment as well, so.
He denies any drug use, Judge.
Well, his options, as it looks like, are to stay, if he doesn't want to go to treatment, he can stay in jail until he's indicted, or he can go to treatment and with an ankle monitor. But that ups the ante in terms of if he cuts it and runs, it's a guaranteed ticket to prison.
Can I say one thing?
You can say whatever you like, but of course it's all on the record what you're saying.
What is treatment? Like, how fully don't understand that?
Well, if you're gonna say you have no drug issues, then we can't.
Yeah, I haven't done drugs in probably like, since 2017, I've been clean ever since. Like, I've been clean, straightened up, I've been working, I got full custody of my son. Like, I just don't want to train now, I've just been working. And I was actually moving to Huntington. Like, Columbus, yeah, that's why I live out here. But at the end of this month, my lease is up, and I was planning on fully moving to Huntington, West Virginia.
Okay, I'll set his bond at $5,000 cash for surety.
What's the 10% of that 500?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
And set, still want to keep the preliminary on May 5th?
Yes.
May
Seems like they
5th
might
will be the preliminary hearing at 10 o'clock. So you think you can post the bond, sir?
No, sir, not really. I'm not going to try about to, no.
Okay, next hearing is May 5th.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Your, the only case we have left in jail is Antoine Brown.
Okay, I'll text you.
Oh, yeah.
Feld, you're done.
Yeah, that's finished, this is here. So, we can go on.
State of Ohio versus Amanda Hicks here at the court, case number TRD 12-1804, CRB 12-456A and B, CRB 08-1622.
All right, Amanda is here. This is on a review hearing. Mr. Morford is representing her. It's my understanding you got a job now?
I do. I work at Dr. Stoltz's office on Route 60.
Okay, your screen, I guess, is appropriate. What's your, how many milligrams?
I'm on 45 now.
Are you going down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a full-time job. Haley got her kids back. And
She was here? I think you
yeah,
were here.
I was here with her. Things has been going really well.
Good.
So. My progress report, the lady that prints them out, she was on vacation this week, so I didn't know that till this morning. Heard I brought you one from Hawk, but
Well,
and I'm gonna pay $100 today.
you're on what?
Pay $100 today.
Okay, that's good. Well, are you still compliant with Hawk?
Yes.
I can get in touch with Mr. Hatman.
Yeah.
myself to find out, but anyway, okay, I'll let you get, are you going back to work today?
Yes.
Let's, I'm going to move you to the review docket so you can be called
Thank you.
earlier.
Thank you.
Mondays or Fridays, what's better?
Probably Fridays.
That might be an old note, because I didn't have that.
Everything's going well with your job?
Yeah, I'm full-time.
May 30th, 9 o'clock, see the clerk to make your payment.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Yeah, 416.
State of Ohio versus Nayla Turner, case number CRB 24822. Nayla Turner.
Set for pre-trial today is Mr. Morford's case.
Yeah, I'm still going to PAC. Talked to Kate and Bria, her name is.
Okay, we've just been monitoring her. She was going for some care at Marshall. Are we to the point where we can resolve this?
I don't really want to.
Just Pat,
He sent me to PAC.
Oh, she is at PATH now?
Yeah.
yeah.
You were at Marshall one time, or maybe for other stuff you joined Marshall. I got a report from them.
Computer says she's ordered a patent for an initial assessment.
I'm sorry?
I had a report from a David Hughes, it's at Marshall.
It's here.
Is this one we can quit following, or how do you want to proceed?
Well, Mr. Delp says that they're doing great and that she's doing great, and they haven't had a single argument since this happened. And it sounds like they are doing well. We want Ms. Turner to continue doing the path even after this case is over. Hopefully she sees the benefit from that. We're okay with the dismissal today.
All right, good luck, ma'am. Your case is dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Michael Murphy, case number CRB 24823. That's Tyler Smith's case, Your Honor.
See Jeffrey. He was the other. It was a 9-day continuance, right? Yeah. He didn't have to pay the cost yet.
I don't care what you think, 8:45 on Monday.
All right. Your Honor, I believe this was a 9-day continuance with payment costs. I believe that Mr. Murphy's still in treatment and can't start working until when?
So day 126, Your Honor.
So he won't be able to pay costs as of today, so I don't know.
Ask for continuance?
Yeah, we'll just have to continue. There haven't been any problems.
When does he think he could pay?
After Monday, 126, I don't know when that could be. So I'm at day 45 on Monday.
Oh, it sounds like he's got a while to go. You're at day 45?
Yeah, day 45 on Monday.
Cost for 125, 150?
125 court appointed.
Fees, 25. Okay. So court costs 125, then you get $25 court appointment. So you owe $150.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if you can get it paid somehow
Yeah.
before then, but maybe we should set a date just to see.
Hang on.
Oh, you're at Bethesda?
Yeah, it's Bethesda.
Are you set for, you're set for another case, June 30th?
Yes.
Okay.
My pressure on her.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Murphy's actually set for another case on June 30th. We could probably use that date as well, keep them together.
Because one of them.
That's a good report. That's, June 30th is fine.
That's already
Okay.
set for June 30th.
Okay, next hearing will be June 30th for pretrial.
Obviously, he gets things before the back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
It's in there.
State of Ohio versus Bobby Black, case number CRB 2556. Your Honor, this wasn't originally on the docket.
Your Honor, this is one, he was supposed to report to jail today. He's 82 years old. He advised the court and the state a couple days ago that he broke his back and I believe his wrist and got 340 stitches. Provide photographs, and then evidently there's also medical records here that John Major received as well. I wanted to see if he can come back in about 60 days. He was supposed to serve 3 days unless the state is in a position just to suspend the jail sentence completely, but I'll leave that up to the state. He's already pled.
We're okay with delaying the imposition of jail because of the accident he had. And I told Mr. Smith that we would reevaluate the necessity of actually having him do the jail time at a later date. We want to get the other case that's also related. It's still pending.
June 27th?
Yes, Your Honor.
June 27th will be the next hearing for pretrial on report from jail, I guess, is what I'm going to catch.
That's fine, Your Honor.
So if you have something in terms of his medical condition you want me to consider about suspending the jail?
Yes, Your Honor. It's just given his age, and I have a feeling that he's supposed to go to the orthopedic surgeon, I guess, next week, and then I don't know what his rehabilitation is going to be like, given his age and condition of his injuries. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey J. Arnold, case number CRA 24821.
So that's the one that was today? No, I meant the one that's just across filing.
It's Attorney Roger Smith's case set for pretrial.
Judge, it's a 90-day case. I don't know if it was one of those where if they pay costs, they don't show up, or...
Well, that hadn't happened.
Okay, I was going to say, and I was thinking, yeah, if I was going to pay costs, but I can't promise that. I didn't write down who. I've had no contact with him, Judge, since...
How's the state want to proceed?
This is and I was confused by the last case, Mr. Murphy. This is a cross-filing with Michael Murphy, who we just had up. And his case was reset for June the 30th because he's also doing treatment because of another case, or maybe this case too. I don't know. I got a little bit confused.
Michael Murphy's the victim on this case. With
Yeah.
Jeffrey Arnold.
Yes.
Yes.
Crossfire, yes.
And so we're not opposed if this case got continued to June the 30th also, and we just need the cost to be paid with respect to Mr. Arnold.
And then if he pays him by that date, or is he, okay. I will definitely get a hold of him and tell him it would behoove him to pay those, and would he have to appear? Let me double check, Judge. I think that's a good date for me. It is.
June 30th for pretrial, 10 o'clock on Jeffrey Arnold.
That's the case.
State of Ohio versus Amber Goodall, case number CRV 24566.
Roger, say June 30th.
Mr. Smith's case set for pretrial.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, this is about a 7-month-old case. I've spoken extensively with Mr. Hill, and as I understand it, the state has lost contact with the alleged victim, or she's lost interest in the case, but I think the plan going forward today was dismiss with the right to refile if she were to contact the prosecutor.
Mr. Hill.
And that's correct, Your Honor. We think maybe she's got a job that's got her preoccupied, but if we'll reach out to her. If we don't have any more contact with her, then we won't be refiling.
Case will be known.
State of Ohio versus David Lee Langford II, case number CRV 23757.
Same thing I got there. Okay, hang on, let me look at this. Yeah. What's this Monday?
Okay, he's got a job, a new job coming.
He
Or had
does.
already started it.
Thank you, Your Honor, for that too. I'm sorry I let you down the first time, but thank you for the chance you give me. Like I told you, I would give you my word. And that's all man's got. You know? You ain't got your word, you ain't got nothing. You're about useless.
Thanks for completing.
Just like I gave that man back there my word. It's from the first day.
How's the state going to proceed? Looks like there's been a payment, a couple payments made.
I gave that man my word too. I don't know that.
So we're actually,
He's already been sentenced actually, and he had a probation violation. But
Right.
he's completed, so I guess, is the state willing to dismiss the probation violation?
yes, we do that, Your Honor. And the other charge was a minor misdemeanor dog charge, which he pled to, looks like.
And he had a menacing.
Yeah.
23,757.
Well, and so that was, he'd already been sentenced on that, and it was a probation violation. We would agree to dismiss that, and I don't know if he's been sentenced on the failure to confine charge, but it's a minor misdemeanor.
Do you have a case number on that?
24 CRB 764.
764?
Yes.
That one.
That's a minor misdemeanor, it doesn't carry jail time, so you don't go to
He's already been sentenced on it. He got no fine, costs only.
The other day, yesterday, I my dad on dad's got turkeys out there, tangled turkey around my sister, so. I get it back.
That's, he still owes,
You owe some payments on
No,
that.
Your Honor, that's been paid.
Okay.
Even better, no.
He's finished.
It sounds like,
You're finished. Congratulations.
What do you mean finished?
we finished.
You don't have to come back to court, but you can come back if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Thank you so much.
You're finished.
I won't let you down.
Congratulations.
You won't
Go
get
out and have a
mine.
good life.
Thank you.
See you, Dave.
No more trouble. Hey, I'll talk to you.
It'll be a few minutes. I'll get you probably.
State of Ohio versus Buddy E. Malone Jr., case number CRB 24-828 D, CRB 25-135, CRA 25-133.
Mr. Smith's case.
Oh, that's his girlfriend. Yeah. She never called me back. Donna Pratt. We probably need to subpoena her one more time. If she don't show up, then this just.
So you just started at United Family after finishing this ODP?
Yes, Your Honor.
But that's. We're probably going to have to subpoena her. She never called me back.
This, I take it this is one you're willing to keep here if he's successful.
It is. The felony is an identity fraud. He also has a theft from Walmart. But he's also got a couple of older cases, domestic violence going back to 2024. What we'd like to do, he has a pending case in common pleas court as well. So I'm sure that the treatment that he's doing is going to be helpful for him there, at least probably it will be. What we'd like to do is, we'd like to wrap up the theft charge, and on the identity fraud, if he were to plead to the theft charge, we would dismiss that charge. And then we need to keep the domestic violence charges pending, at least for a while. It's domestic violence and unauthorized use. We need to make sure that we have the victim available for that. It's a unauthorized use. Well, I mean, I could take that, I could take her to the grand jury. Yeah.
Judge, we would change our plea. I spoke with my client, Mr. Hill, with the caveat I explained to my client, I don't know what the indictment may be, so I'm always a little leery of doing a guilty plea that he's getting indicted. But in speaking with Mr. Hill, I feel comfortable going forward with the plea, guilty plea on the theft charge if they will reduce the identity fraud felony. And of course, completion of treatment would be part of his probation, I've explained to him. I think they're recommending, or Mr. Hill's recommending some type of suspended jail sentence.
Okay, so the felony is identity fraud, and these are the 25 case numbers. that's 25-133. There was a theft offense, so in exchange for a plea on the theft offense, and that was a Walmart theft.
Yes.
The identity fraud you're dismissing or reducing?
We'll dismiss it.
Okay. So the plea which is entered for the theft offense is what?
Guilty, Judge.
Is that correct, Mr. Moore?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have anything you want to tell me about that Walmart issue?
Yes.
I was just in a bad place, Your Honor. I did wrong. I accept, I take responsibility for that.
Okay. I'll dismiss, based on this plea on that, I'll dismiss 25-133, which was the identity fraud charge. Then on 25-135, I'll impose a $100 fine, suspend it if you complete treatment.
Okay, Your Honor.
Order you to pay the court costs. 60 days in jail, all suspended on the conditions you complete treatment. Order you to stay out of Walmart. 30 hours community service. Set a review hearing on June 6th.
Thanks, Your Honor.
And continue, we got some more.
Oh, sorry.
Continue with United Family, and then he's got 24-820 A and B, and that was the domestic. You want to keep those pending, or?
Yes, Your Honor, we will make an effort to get the victim here.
So I'll just set those for a pretrial.
Sure, Judge.
Are you available that day?
The 6th, let me see, Judge. That's a Friday, yes, sir.
Okay. So those will be set for pretrial on June 6th.
Please come back and see how you do. Shouldn't be a problem. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Judge Capper.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Trenton R. Moore, case number CRD 25-2.
Smith's case.
Your Honor, it does say non-compliant in there due to missed screens. We have had some issues, like correlating his schedule with ours. He travels a lot. But our policy is anytime there's a missed screen, that it's a failed screen, which makes you non-compliant. But other than that, he keeps up with the services, and he tries to keep in communication with us of what's going on.
Okay. Has there been, when he has screened, it's been negative?
He's been negative, yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And he does travel a lot, Judge. He's not trying to intentionally thumb his nose at Bethesda, and I think they're working with him, and he's
Yes.
doing well. What I don't know, and speaking of my client before coming in, judges, and I'd ask Taylor, is there a graduation date, or is that still up in the air. I'll put my glasses on when I see it.
No, you would not have to give that permission.
It's been 3 months now.
Yeah, I would think that if we could get like consistent, we would be able to drop services in a couple of weeks if we could consistently get the drug screens, and then probably wrapping them up, I would say, within a month.
What's the state's position?
We're okay with that. We want him to finish. We understand that there's a lot of, I don't know if I'd call it chaos, but a lot of moving parts is a good way in their family life. And but Ms. Stewart says that he's doing well, and she's satisfied with that part of it. But we do want him to finish, so we'd be okay with one more hearing, and if everything's good at that point, we'd be okay with the dismissal with the payment of court costs.
June?
Judge, I was talking to possibly, well, yeah, we're looking maybe May 16th, but I don't want to get them on a short stay where they don't have enough time.
I was thinking of June.
Okay, I'm here May 30th, I'm here well, that June 6th date I just did.
Okay, June 6th. Be set for pre-trial, June 6th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Alexis J. Lease, case number TRD 22-766, TRD 21-1431, TRD 18-3892, TRC 18-3327.
Mr. Smith's case.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Student report.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we worked out the kinks.
Okay.
Yeah, when I saw her on TV last time, I was crossing my fingers it would be a good report, and it is.
Okay.
Yeah, she's doing well.
You're on board now with any of the course?
Yes.
Stay the course?
Mhm.
Okay. I think you're doing well.
Thank you.
You want to use that June 6th date?
Sure, I'm here.
June 6th will be the next hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What you doing?
Hey, Roger.
State of Ohio versus Christopher L. Smith, case number CRA 25-8.
Roger Smith's case for pre-trial. Oh, you're hearing, actually.
It is, Judge. This case is starting to torture me. Just on the bond, we were here last, Your Honor, Noble County, Indiana had recommended a $500 cash bond, which I left it. His mother was going to post that, so it's been posted. I don't know, does that stay here? Does it get transferred to Indiana? It's kind of getting above my pay grade. I want some bonds posted where it goes.
It stays here until he reports to Indiana.
Okay. And I know he's working with Amanda Rayburn, and she sent me a text, and I can't find it immediately. Are you working with Amanda?
Yes, sir. Maybe I have here. I can tell you what she sent me.
Here it is.
Okay.
Yeah, she had reached out to me yesterday, and I just saw it this morning. They wanted to know if his hearing could be continued so we can go to Indiana to resolve his warrant. He has to appear before 10 a.m. to receive a court date the following day. I guess that's in Indiana.
Yeah, and I have a, if I could read this here, I have everything that's happened this week regarding delays.
I really
and
don't need to hear that. I just need to get the warrant lifted in Indiana. You gotta go do that.
No, I understand, yeah.
You're gonna have to keep coming back here until that happens.
Yeah.
And at some point, if that happens, I'll just have to put you in custody and say, come get it.
So if we come back, Judge,
When can you have this resolved in Indiana?
next week.
Monday.
He says Monday, so if we could put it out, I'm here the 2nd or 5th.
As long as probation will approve the ankle monitor trip. That was the problem
Well,
we
yeah,
ran into.
if you let them know your schedule and where you're going before a court appears, they will track
That was
you.
the problem. I had called
Okay.
4 times here.
If we could go out to the 2nd or 5th, Judge, I will be available. And I gave him a chance to get there. He says Monday he's going. Yes, yes.
Is that enough time?
He says he's going Monday. He just has to get with probation to open up the monitor. He's on 24/7 lockdown to travel.
Which probation?
Common Police has, Madison is his probation officer. He's got a case of some sort pending with Judge Ballard, so we got, that's why I said it's 2 different things going on, but yeah, he just needs to tell Madison, here's my court appearance.
As of today, it's now Blaine.
Okay.
So.
Or Blaine, whoever you're.
Yeah, I know it's long.
No, but just tell whoever your probation pretrial services officer is, you need to go and confirm, and they'll let you go do that.
What did he set the date at?
May 5th?
May 5th is fine, Judge, I'm here, yes. I appreciate that.
May 5th will be the next hearing.
Get with Blaine, get that opened up for a day, and don't take any detours. Yes, don't take any detours.
7-5 versus Jacob H. Thompson, case number CRD 24-740.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear who it was called.
Jacob Thompson.
Oh, thank you.
For pretrial.
Are you still doing, sir? No, you got a packet for me.
I've graduated. Everybody's just the same paper.
Okay. They are. Now, Clerk General, I've got a report for Lady P.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is a letter of completion.
We're going to dismiss it. So I was looking to see if I mentioned court costs. I don't have anything about court costs.
It's the state's position.
We had agreed that earlier that if he were to successfully complete the counseling, we would recommend a dismissal of the charges, and I was looking to see if I said anything about the court costs, but I don't have any notes on court costs, so.
I don't either.
I don't either.
We're okay with the dismissal.
Be an outright dismissal.
You're free to go.
You're free to go. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Antoine Brown from Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 25-230.
Oh, okay, now we have Mr. Stratton back.
Yes, sorry about that, Mr. Conley.
Okay, we overlooked the one case. So, all right, Mr. Brown is on teleconference with you. He's at the jail. This is set for preliminary hearing today.
Okay.
It's on a half-file forgery involving a check.
Okay. I'm sorry about putting up on this case at the moment, but what is his thoughts on that right now?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. $2,500 cash or surety.
Okay. What's the state's intention?
We intend to take this case to the grand jury, and we have a witness today for a preliminary hearing, so I don't know whether we can proceed under these circumstances or not. But
Sure, we need to.
so we would be ready whenever the court's ready.
Mr. Stratton, how do you want to proceed?
May I say something?
Well, let's hear from your lawyer. Let's hear from your lawyer. Do you have a position, Mr. Stratton?
Your Honor, I would, I'll let the gentleman speak, but if he were to waive, would the prosecutor agree to a signature bond on this matter? Did you hear me, Mr. Hill?
Yeah, what's the bond currently, Judge?
$2,500 cash and surety. It's got is this address correct? Is Huntington, Calgary Boulevard?
Yes, sir, but I lost my apartment, I lost my job, and like, I love to go to rehab, because I have an addiction.
If he were to waive to the grand jury, we would be okay with an OR bond to treatment with GPS.
Mr. Brown, did you hear that?
Yes, sir, yeah, that's what I want. And I got nothing back home, I lost everything, I don't got no money. And like, I'll just go out there and get high again and like mess up, you know what I mean?
So Your Honor, will waive the preliminary hearing, ask that he be assessed by somebody there today, and release the bill today on his signature bond.
How do you pay for medical services, Mr. Brown? Do you have a medical card?
I can't hear you.
Do you have a medical card, Mr. Brown?
No, it's good.
How do you pay for medical services? If you go to the doctor, how do you pay for it?
I got Medicaid out of West Virginia. I got Medicaid, Medicare. Like, I was working at Cracker Barrel. And I just started like 2 weeks. And then I guess I came in here. So I had my people call when I lost my job, lost my apartment and everything.
Is Ms. DeMint still here? I think that's our only option, brother.
RRS may be able to take him if he's not Part D.
Okay.
And I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but Part D won't pay it. We can take them if they don't play Part D. Yeah, anyways, yeah, they can take some.
You want to call and do an assessment? See live? Okay, I've got somebody that's going to call from RRS to do an assessment of you. So here's what I do. If they'll agree to take him, then we'll go ahead and do that. If they can't take him, then we'll just put it on the docket for Monday and just deal with it then. Mr. Stratton.
That sounds good, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bye.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas Atkins, case number CRA 24294, CRB 24295.
Smith's case, preliminary hearing, pre-trial.
Okay. Judge, when we were here last, he had done treatment, but then it became one of these, he had to pay for his treatment sessions, correct?
Yeah, I started work, so I didn't qualify for insurance anymore. So I had to get insurance through my work. So you gave me a week to get all that taken care of. I got it all taken care of, and then here's my next appointment.
Judge, if I may approach or have Josh approach, here's his next appointment with OVP, it's May 1st. Is this his team? Yeah. Yes, team.
Okay, so they're going to be able to accept the insurance that he has now.
Yes, my understanding, yes, and he's already got an appointment. There's a verification of the appointment with OVP in Huntington.
All right. That's acceptable. Why don't we come back then later part of May for the next hearing, get a report from OVP and how things are going.
It looks like the 16th or 30th of May, Judge. And I've got trials in between.
May 16th. May 16th will be the next hearing.
May 16th.
All right, thank you. All right. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Casey Lynn Williams, case number CRA 24487, CRB 24488, A and B.
Mr. Smith's case, preliminary hearing.
Here, Josh, that's for you. Drug screen.
Papers says weekly, but they've changed me 3 weeks to 5, so now it's 14 weeks.
Okay. Which means they trust you. She advised the judge, the paper says weekly testing, but they've now put her on bi-weekly, or every other week, I guess, is that, so since she's doing well with her drug screens.
Yes, it's a good report. Okay. She's got, from my records, she's really been on track since about December, I think.
That seems right, Judge.
So I think we still need some more time. We don't have to come back maybe as often, but I would say sometime in June, we need to come back and monitor her progress.
I know the 6th judge is out looking, but I'm sure I've got other availability if that's not a good date.
Let's do the 13th,
Could we do a Monday? I don't drive.
June 9th. That's fine.
That's fine. I can do June 9th.
June 9th.
June 9th at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio recalls Tyler Cole Counts, case number CRB 25238.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, this is for an arraignment today. And you're Tyler Counts?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Counts, you've received a copy of the charges, right?
I haven't received any kind of paperwork.
Okay. We'll have the bailiff serve you with a copy.
And I don't have a lawyer either. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
Tyler Counts.
Yes, thank you.
You have a theft charge filed against you alleging that on April the 22nd, 2025, you purposely deprived Walmart of property without their consent. That's a first-degree misdemeanor theft offense, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, it's on the record. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make, which you've already posted, and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to this theft charge?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Yes, please.
Are you working?
No. I'm actually fighting a disability case
Okay.
that hopefully will be settled next month on the 22nd.
I'll appoint Mr. Smith to represent you.
Okay. Am I allowed to say anything?
It's better to talk to him. Because what you say, remember what I told you, everything here is on the record. What you tell him can't be used against you.
I understand.
But what you say here can be used against you. Okay.
No. Write your phone number down.
For pre-trials, May the 12th or after? What's best for you?
Let's see, Judge, let me take a look. If I got out of April. May 12th or after. I'm here that 16th date.
He's fine.
Okay.
May 16, and I'll let Mr. Sowers know that you appeared.
Okay, thank you.
I notified him that
We
he had
called
appeared
him.
this morning.
We
Yes.
called him several times on the way and stuff.
Yes, he does that.
Our car wouldn't start, so we had to call a friend to bring a jump starter, and then we finally got it started by that.
That's your next court date.
Okay,
Okay, my secretary call you, get you in before then, we'll talk, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I'll get you over in Huntington, it's on the front.
Oh.
If you're familiar with Huntington.
He was.
A little bit.
No, he was in the jail.
Where did you go into the Marshall football
He
stadium?
posted a bond from jail.
Down to the Marshall football stadium.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Take a right on 20th Street, you go to the very end, turn left, you'll see my office.
Okay, and this is my court date?
That's your court date, but I'm gonna call and get you in before that.
Okay, thank you. Is that it, Judge?
Yes, it is.
All right,
Today, we're
thank you
good.
so much.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Christopher W. Roadcat. Case number CRB 23646, TRC 211172. That probably could have been This is the Marty Griffin on the radio. Weren't they? I wish I was there. I should have been there.
Okay, what do you have to say, Mr. Reddick?
I'll come the third to do community service. I've been working every day.
Where do you work?
For Tracy DeMint.
Doing what?
Putting metal roofs on homes. I was planning on paying a little bit today, but I had to come to court so early for him to get the paycheck, get our paycheck, so I wasn't able to pay anything this morning. So if I get out of here and be home in time, I should be able to get hold of him, get my paycheck now, they'll give you something Monday.
Are you supposed to work tomorrow?
What is tomorrow, Saturday?
Saturday.
No, I can come in tomorrow, I can come in and do some community service tomorrow.
Okay, I'll release you on condition you be here tomorrow morning at 7:30.
Okay. No problem.
And I'll set your next review hearing Mondays or Fridays. Or does it matter?
Probably Friday, probably better,
May 23rd.
May 23rd. All right, I appreciate it, Josh.
And Mr. Cooper will let me know if you don't show up tomorrow. It's okay, you can be released.
All right, thank you, Kate.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, finance is still assessing it around, so we can't.
Okay, we're still, well, if they don't take him, he's just gonna be here Monday, so I'm gonna say court's adjourned. Court's adjourned.
Waive the preliminary, so he's going to sign the waiver. You waive the preliminary, and you release him $2,500 OR bond inpatient treatment with the GPS. And Juan Brown, I mean, that was what Mr. Stratton said, he was waiving his preliminary today, so don't need to do the waiver if he signed.
incentives. Was he waiting? Is that right? Was
I thought
Antoine
that's what he
Brown?
said, that he would,
Is that the forgery?
I thought we were gonna keep it here.
was going to be
No,
the
we're gonna take
preliminary.
it
back.
So he needs to,
With a GPS marker.
yes, but I need to. So he's still gonna waive, but if they can't, RRS can't accept him, we're just gonna
Put
have
it
it
on the
back
docket
here.
for Monday.
But I'll go ahead and do the waiver today, or you wanna?
Yeah, go ahead and do the waiver. We'll just be on the bond issues.
So how are we
So
going
it'd
to
be
do
a
that?
2,500 OR bond if they take him, if not, then the cash return. None of it's gonna kick in until, except for waiver, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, that
So
one
go
pretty much-
ahead and put it back on the docket, just so we'll make sure.
Did he waive today?
He did, but I'm not sure RRS will take him, because there are some issues about his pay source, I think, probably.
Yeah, he said Medicaid, and he said Medicare too, so I don't know.
Yeah, and it's West Virginia, that was probably. There's a certain thing with Medicaid, I guess they can take and one they can't.
He is on the phone with him doing an assessment right now.
Yeah. They're either gonna take him or he's gonna stay in jail. Because we don't have any other place for him to go.
I'm doing it.